Good morning, champions. Today I want to talk about something we've all faced. Something that has stopped many dreams dead in their tracks. It's the weight of failure and the grip of end. Failure is not the end. It's a part of the process, a stepping stone on the path to success. Too often, we let failure define us. We allow a moment of defeat to turn into a lifetime of regret because we've convinced ourselves that failing is the same as falling short forever. But let me tell you something. Failure is not final, is not where your story ends, is where it begins again with new lessons, new strength, and new determination. Think about it. Every great achiever you admire has faced failure. The difference between them and the rest is that they didn't stop there. They didn't set up camp in the valley of failure and decide that's where they belonged. No, they dusted themselves off, looked failure in the eye, and said, "You will not define me." You see, failure has a purpose. It's there to test you, to shape you, and to prepare you for the greatness that lies ahead. It's like a refining fire. It burns, it hurts, but it also strengthens. Without failure, you would never know your limits. Without failure, you'd never learn what doesn't work. Failure gives you clarity. It strips away the unnecessary and forces you to focus on what truly matters. When you fail, you gain something more valuable than success itself. You gain experience. You learn what to avoid, what to refine, and how to approach things differently. Failure teaches you resilience, patience, and the ability to adapt. It's a mentor in disguise, offering you lessons that no success can ever teach. But here's the key. You have to change your perspective on failure. Stop seeing it as a wall that blocks your path and start seeing it as a door that opens up new possibilities. When you fail, it doesn't mean you've lost. It means you've been given an opportunity to grow. It means you're in the arena, trying, striving, and pushing forward. And let me tell you, the people who stay in the arena long enough are the ones who eventually win. Now, let's address the fear that comes with failure, because I know it's there. We're afraid of what people will say. We're afraid of looking foolish. We're afraid of putting our hearts into something only to see it crumble. But here's the truth. The opinions of others don't matter. What matters is how you respond to failure. Are you going to let it paralyze you, or are you going to let it? The only real failure is giving up. Quitting is the only way you ensure that the story ends right there. But as long as you keep going, as long as you keep trying, you're still in the game. You're still writing your story. Remember, success is often just on the other side of the struggle. Most people quit too soon because they think the pain is permanent. But the pain of failure is temporary. Quitting, that's what makes it last forever. Think of failure as a redirection, not a rejection. It's the universe's way of saying, this wasn't the right path. But there's another one waiting for you. It's not a dead end, it's a detour. And sometimes the detours lead you to places far greater than you ever imagined. When you face failure, hold your head high. Wear your scars as badges of honor, because they're proof that you had the courage to try. They're proof that you didn't settle for a life of mediocrity, that you dared to dream big and act on it. So, the next time you stumble, don't stay down. Remind yourself that this is just a chapter, not the entire book. Pick yourself up, take the lessons, and move forward. Every great success story is filled with moments of failure. It's what makes the victory sweeter. You are not defined by the times you've failed. You're defined by how you rise. So rise boldly, rise confidently, and remember, failure is just a setback, not your destination. Your mindset is the most powerful tool you have. It's the foundation upon which everything in your life is built. If your mind is filled with doubt, fear, and negativity, it will manifest in your actions, your choices, and ultimately your outcomes. But if your mindset is strong, focused, and fueled by belief, you can overcome any challenge and achieve anything you set your sights on. Mastering your mindset begins with recognizing one simple truth. You are not your thoughts. Thoughts will come and go. Some will empower you, and others will try to tear you down. But you have the power to decide which thoughts you will allow to shape your reality. The problem is that too often we accept the negative thoughts without question. We let them linger. We feed them, and we allow them to grow until they feel like the truth. But negative thoughts are not the truth. They're just a product of fear, insecurity, or past experiences. To master your mindset, you must take control of the narrative in your head. Instead of letting negative thoughts dominate, challenge them. When you hear that inner voice saying, "You can't do this," stop and ask, "Why not?" When it tells you you're not good enough, remind yourself of everything you've overcome to get to where you are today. Replace those doubts with affirmations of your strength, your worth, and your ability to succeed. Your mind will believe what you consistently tell it. If you keep feeding it negativity, it will find reasons to confirm that negativity in your life. But if you feed it positivity, optimism, and belief, it will start to shift. Your brain is like a muscle. It grows stronger with the thoughts you repeatedly exercise. Part of mastering your mindset is learning to let go of the past. Too often we carry the weight of old failures, mistakes, or disappointments, allowing them to hold us back. But here's the thing. The past is done. You can't change it, but you can choose what you take from it. You can carry the lessons and leave the pain behind. Don't let your past dictate your future. You are not the person you were yesterday. You are the person you choose to be today. Another critical aspect of mindset mastery is gratitude. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your perspective. Gratitude allows you to see what's right in your life instead of obsessing over what's wrong. It helps you recognize the opportunities you have instead of dwelling on what you lack. A grateful mind is a resilient mind because it finds reasons to keep going even in the face of difficulty. But mastering your mindset isn't just about thinking positively. It's about taking action that aligns with those thoughts. If you believe you're capable of achieving something, you must act like it. Your actions reinforce your mindset. Each step you take toward your goals, no matter how small, builds confidence and momentum. And with every victory, no matter how minor, your belief in yourself grows stronger. Surrounding yourself with the right influences is also essential. The people you spend time with and the environment you immerse yourself in play a huge role in shaping your mindset. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, it will seep into your thoughts. But if you're surrounded by positivity, encouragement, and inspiration, it will lift you up and fuel your growth. Choose to spend your time with those who believe in you, who challenge you to be better, and who remind you of your potential. Finally, mastering your mindset requires patience and persistence. It's not something that happens overnight. There will be days when negative thoughts creep in, and that's okay. What matters is how you respond. Will you let them take over, or will you stand firm and remind yourself of who you are and what you're capable of? Your mindset is your greatest weapon against failure and negativity. It's the difference between giving up and pushing forward. It's what allows you to see possibilities where others see obstacles. So, take control of your mind. Train it, nurture it, and protect it. Because once you master your mindset, there's nothing you can't overcome. Pain is one of the most profound teachers in life. It comes uninvited, often at the worst times, and it shakes us to our core. But as much as we'd like to avoid pain, it's an inevitable part of the human experience. The question isn't whether you'll face pain, it's what you'll do with it when it comes. You see, pain has a dual nature. It can either break you or build you, weaken you or strengthen you. The choice is yours. Turning pain into power starts with shifting your perspective. Most people see pain as a punishment, as something unfair or undeserved. And while it's easy to fall into that mindset, you must remind yourself that pain is not here to destroy you. It's here to transform you. Pain carries lessons that comfort and ease could never teach. It shows you your limits, yes, but it also shows you how to stretch beyond them. Pain reveals the parts of you that need growth, healing, and resilience. Think about the people who inspire you the most. Chances are they've endured tremendous pain. They've faced losses, setbacks, betrayals, or failures that could have broken them. But instead of letting pain define them, they used it as fuel. They took the hurt, the heartbreak, the disappointment, and turned it into something powerful, a driving force that pushed them to become better, stronger, and more focused. The key to turning pain into power is to embrace it, not run from it. Most of us try to avoid pain at all costs. We numb it, ignore it, or bury it deep within ourselves, hoping it will go away. But pain doesn't disappear when you ignore it. It festers. To turn pain into power, you have to face it head on. Acknowledge it. Feel it. Let it teach you what it's here to teach. This doesn't mean wallowing in pain or becoming consumed by it. It means finding the meaning within it. Ask yourself, what is this pain trying to show me? What can I learn from this experience? How can I grow because of it? Pain often carries the seeds of our greatest breakthroughs, but you have to be willing to dig deep to uncover them. Transformation begins when you take ownership of your pain. Stop blaming others or circumstances for what you're going through. Blame keeps you stuck, but ownership gives you power. When you own your pain, you reclaim control. You stop being a victim and start becoming the hero of your story. One of the most powerful ways to channel pain is to use it as motivation. Let the pain of failure drive you to try again. Let the pain of rejection inspire you to prove your worth, not to others, but to yourself. Let the pain of loss remind you of the value of time and the importance of cherishing the people and moments you still have. Pain can also become your purpose. Many people who have faced deep struggles find meaning by helping others who are going through similar experiences. Your pain can become a bridge, connecting you to others in ways you never imagined. It can become the source of your empathy, your passion, and your determination to make a difference. But turning pain into power also requires patience. Healing doesn't happen overnight. Transformation takes time. There will be moments when the pain feels overwhelming, when you wonder if you'll ever overcome it. In those moments, remind yourself that pain is temporary. It doesn't last forever. It may leave scars, but those scars are proof of your strength. They are a testament to the battles you fought and won. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, every triumph is born out of struggle. The world's most beautiful art, the most moving stories, the most inspiring feats of humanity have come from people who turned their pain into power. You are no different. The pain you feel now can become the foundation of your greatest strength if you choose to let it. So the next time life knocks you down and you're tempted to give up, remember this. Pain is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter, one where you rise stronger than before. Use the pain. Let it fuel your fire, sharpen your focus, and remind you of your resilience. Because when you turn pain into power, there is nothing you cannot overcome. The people and environments you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your life. They shape the way you think, influence your emotions, and determine the direction of your journey. If you want to rise, succeed, and overcome negative feelings, you need to surround yourself with the right energy. Energy that uplifts, inspires, and pushes you to grow. It's often said that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Think about that for a moment. Who are those people in your life? Are they lifting you higher or holding you back? Are they pouring positivity into you, or are they draining your energy with negativity and doubt? The truth is, the people around you can either propel you forward or weigh you down. To surround yourself with the right energy, you need to be intentional. Start by identifying the people who bring value to your life, the ones who believe in you even when you doubt yourself, who encourage you to chase your dreams, and who challenge you to be better every day. These are the people who see your potential and refuse to let you settle for less. Keep these people close because they are your allies in the battle against failure and negativity. At the same time, you must distance yourself from toxic influences. This can be hard, especially when the negativity comes from people you care about, but remember, your energy is precious and you can't afford to let anyone drain it. Toxic people thrive on criticism, fear, and doubt. They project their insecurities onto you and make you question your abilities. If you allow their voices to be louder than your own, you risk losing sight of your purpose. But surrounding yourself with the right energy isn't just about people. It's also about your environment. Take a look at the spaces where you spend your time. Are they filled with inspiration, or are they cluttered with distractions and negativity? Create an environment that fuels your growth. It could be as simple as decorating your workspace with affirmations, quotes, or images that remind you of your goals. It could mean finding a place where you feel calm, focused, and motivated. Your surroundings should be a reflection of the life you're striving to create. Energy is also contagious. When you surround yourself with motivated, positive, and driven individuals, their energy rubs off on you. You start to adopt their habits, their mindsets, and their way of approaching challenges. You begin to see possibilities where you once saw obstacles. Their enthusiasm becomes your fuel, and their success becomes a reminder of what's possible for you. However, surrounding yourself with the right energy doesn't mean avoiding accountability. The right people won't just cheer you on. They'll challenge you. They'll call you out when you're not giving your best and push you to rise to the occasion. True support isn't about blind praise. It's about helping you grow into the best version of yourself. Be open to constructive criticism from those who have your best interests at heart. They're not tearing you down, they're building you up. Another way to cultivate the right energy is to seek out mentors and role models. These are people who have walked the path you're on and achieved the kind of success you aspire to. Their experience, wisdom, and guidance can save you from unnecessary mistakes and help you navigate challenges with confidence. Learning from someone who has already overcome what you're facing can be incredibly empowering. And let's not forget the importance of community. Find groups or networks of like-minded individuals who share your values and goals. Whether it's a mastermind group, a professional network, or a community of creatives, being part of a supportive group can provide the encouragement and accountability you need to keep moving forward. Finally, never underestimate the energy you bring to yourself. While it's important to surround yourself with the right people and environments, you are ultimately responsible for your energy. Practice self-care. Nurture your mental health and cultivate a positive inner dialogue. The energy you project will attract similar energy from others, creating a cycle of positivity and growth. Surrounding yourself with the right energy isn't just a strategy, it's a necessity. Life is challenging enough without the added burden of negativity and doubt from those around you. Choose your influences wisely. Build relationships that empower you. Create environments that inspire you. And most importantly, be a source of positive energy for yourself and others. When you surround yourself with the right energy, you'll find it easier to overcome challenges, defeat failure, and achieve your greatest potential. Fear is a natural part of life. It's hardwired into us as a survival mechanism, keeping us alert to potential dangers. But the problem is, Fear doesn't distinguish between real threats and imagined ones. It whispers in your ear, magnifies your doubts, and tries to convince you to stay in your comfort zone where it feels safe. But here's the truth. The comfort zone may feel safe, but it's also where dreams go to die. If you want to achieve greatness, if you want to break free from failure and negative feelings, you have to take action, even when you're scared. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward despite it. Everyone feels fear. The most successful people you admire didn't get where they are because they never felt afraid. They got there because they refused to let fear stop them. They felt the fear, acknowledged it, and took action anyway. And that's exactly what you must do. The first step to taking action in the face of fear is recognizing that fear is often a sign you're on the right track. When you feel fear, it usually means you're about to do something that matters, something that has the potential to change your life. Fear shows up when you're stepping into the unknown, pushing beyond your limits and taking risks. Instead of seeing fear as a warning to stop, see it as a signal to start. Taking action doesn't have to mean making a giant leap all at once. Sometimes fear feels overwhelming because the goal seems too big, too far away, or too difficult to achieve. But progress doesn't require perfection, it requires consistency. Break your goal into smaller, manageable steps and focus on taking just one step at a time. Each small action builds momentum, and as you move forward, the fear begins to lose its grip. Think about the times in your life when you were afraid but acted anyway. Maybe it was the first time you spoke in public, the first day at a new job, or the moment you decided to take a chance on something you cared about. At the time, fear felt all-consuming. But once you acted, you realized it wasn't as bad as you thought. That's the thing about fear. It thrives on inaction. The longer you wait, the bigger it grows. But when you take action, fear begins to shrink. Another way to push through fear is to focus on your why. Why is this goal important to you? Why does it matter? Fear tends to magnify the risks and minimize the rewards. But when you remind yourself of your purpose, the reason you're doing this in the first place, it becomes easier to take that first step. Your why gives you strength. It helps you see beyond the fear and keeps you focused on what's at stake. And let's talk about failure, because fear often comes from the possibility of failing. What if you try and it doesn't work out? What if you fall flat on your face? These questions haunt everyone. But here's the thing. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every failure teaches you something valuable. Every stumble prepares you for the next step. The only true failure is never trying at all. When you embrace failure as a learning experience, the fear of it loses its power. Surrounding yourself with support can also help you take action when you're scared. Having people who believe in you, encourage you, and remind you of your potential can make all the difference. Fear often thrives in isolation, but when you're connected to others who uplift you, it becomes easier to take risks and step outside your comfort zone. Ultimately, the key to taking action despite fear is to trust yourself. Trust that you're capable, even if you don't have all the answers yet. Trust that you'll figure things out as you go. Trust that you're stronger than you think and that you have everything you need within you to succeed. Fear wants you to believe you're not ready. But readiness isn't a prerequisite for action. Action is what makes you ready. So when fear tries to hold you back, remember this: every great accomplishment, every breakthrough, every transformation began with someone who was scared but acted anyway. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't the absence of fear, it's the willingness to act despite it. Take the leap, take the chance, take the step. Even when you're scared, act. Because action is the antidote to fear, and it's the key to unlocking the life you deserve. Visualization is a powerful tool that many underestimate. Your mind has the incredible ability to create your reality, and what you consistently focus on becomes your experience. When you visualize victory, you're training your brain to see success as not just possible, but inevitable. You're setting the stage for your actions to align with your goals, and in doing so, you're creating a clear path toward achievement. To visualize victory, start by defining what success looks like for you. Paint a vivid picture in your mind. What does your life look like when you achieve your goal? How do you feel? Who are you with? What are you doing? Don't just imagine the outcome. Immerse yourself in it. Engage all your senses. Feel the pride in your chest. Hear the cheers of those celebrating with you. See the details of the environment where your victory takes place. The more specific and detailed your visualization, the more real it becomes. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's neuroscience. When you visualize success, your brain begins to create neural pathways as if the experience is already happening. This process primes your mind and body to act in ways that align with your vision. You start to make decisions, take actions, and develop habits that move you closer to your goal. Visualization turns your dreams into a roadmap. But visualizing victory isn't just about the end result, it's also about the journey. Imagine yourself overcoming obstacles, pushing through challenges, and growing stronger with each step. Picture yourself handling setbacks with resilience and determination. This prepares you for the inevitable difficulties along the way and reinforces the belief that you have what it takes to keep going. As you visualize your success, it's equally important to celebrate your progress. Too often we focus so much on the destination that we forget to appreciate the journey. But every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory worth celebrating. Progress is proof that you're moving in the right direction. It's a reminder that you're capable of achieving more than you once thought possible. Celebrating progress keeps you motivated. It boosts your confidence and reinforces the belief that your efforts are paying off. It's easy to get discouraged when your goal feels far away, but when you take the time to acknowledge what you've already accomplished, you build momentum. That momentum fuels you to keep going, even when the road gets tough. Celebrations don't have to be grand or elaborate. They can be as simple as treating yourself to something you enjoy, taking a moment to reflect on your achievements, or sharing your progress with someone who supports you. The act of celebrating sends a powerful message to your brain. I'm doing this. I'm capable. I'm winning. Progress isn't always linear, and that's okay. Some days will be harder than others. There will be moments when it feels like you're standing still or even moving backward. But remember, growth often happens in the struggle. Even the smallest steps forward are still steps forward. By celebrating those steps, you acknowledge the effort it takes to keep going, and you give yourself the strength to take the next step. My daughter just graduated with her master's, and she is working tireless little hands. Visualizing victory and celebrating progress also shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present. Instead of dwelling on how far you have to go, you start appreciating how far you've already come. This change in perspective helps you stay positive, even in the face of challenges. It reminds you that you're capable of achieving great things because you're already doing it. Your vision of victory is your guiding light. It's what keeps you moving forward when doubt creeps in and when obstacles appear. Hold on to that vision and let it fuel you. And as you work toward your goal, don't wait until the end to celebrate. Every effort, every improvement, every lesson learned is worth recognizing. Success isn't just about reaching the finish line. It's about becoming the person who can cross it. Visualizing your victory and celebrating your progress transforms you along the way. It teaches you resilience, gratitude, and the value of persistence. So, close your eyes and see the life you want to create. Then open them and take a moment to honor the steps you've taken to get there. This combination of vision and celebration will empower you to keep moving forward, no matter what challenges come your way. Negative feelings, you know what I'm talking about. That voice in your head that whispers, you're not good enough, or maybe this isn't for you.